Hello, friends. 15th December 1967 at 4 p.m. in Point Pleasant, America, there was huge rush on their local bridge. At this time, a crack appeared in a bridge, and the whole bridge was demolished. There was a river below, and people started falling in this river with their vehicles. Some people were instantly killed, while remaining people who were in their vehicles also died in water. Totally, 46 people were killed in this accident. But after this whole accident, a very strange picture come out on internet. On the top of the bridge, a strange creature can be seen. This creature was already spotted in many areas of Point Pleasant. Now let's go back a year and find out the origin of this Mothman. So on 15 November 1966, a man named Roger Cabry was driving a car on a road of Point Pleasant in America. His wife and some of his friends were also in the car with him. They were on their way for picnic at a World War II-era TNT factory outside the city. This factory is in a forest about 16 kilometers away from the city. They had a day off from work, so they left for the factory in the afternoon. Their plan was that they would stay there till night, go inside the factory, roam around the factory, spend some time, and then return at night. They want some enjoyment in a small open area. Finally, they arrived at a point near factory. From here, they had to walk, but as soon as they got out of the car, they felt something. They saw 2 red lights in the front mirror of the car. They ignored them, but after a while, he saw red flashes again on the road. This time, those eyes were in front of them. Their light was so bright that they could not see what was behind it. They thought that it was another car coming from opposite side, but soon they realized that they were wrong. As these lights came closer to them, they saw that they were not the lights of a car, but they were someone's eyes, and a figure was standing behind those eyes. It was huge and creepy. Its height was about 7 to 8 feet, and behind him were his 2 wings that he had folded. He quickly turned the car back, and as he drove the car, he looked in the side view mirror and saw the object following him at high speed. Roger turned the steering wheel of the car towards the police station and stopped his car right in front of the police station. Even to this point, the figure continued to follow Roger in his car, but as soon as they got out of the car, the figure disappeared. They were very scared that the thing was still following them, but as soon as they went out, where did it disappear? They had many questions in their mind, but they didn't have a single answer. So they went inside and they told everything to the police. We went out of town to the TNT factory, but we saw this red-eyed figure that followed us, Roger said. But the police did not believe their words at all. The policeman said, "Okay, we will go there and check ourselves." So all the policemen and Roger all went there again. Roger showed the exact place and said that we were here. From here, we saw the figure. From here, he followed us and told him the whole story there. But the police found nothing there. The police still circulated the news all over the city that there is a red-eyed figure that follows people, and if anyone sees such a figure, report it to the police station. The news soon spread throughout the city, and everyone started talking about it, that something has been seen in the TNT factory that chases people. In the same city, there lived an old woman whose name was Marcella. One day, she picked up her car and went to her friend's house, which was near the TNT factory. Marcella went to her friend's house and she talked all over there, but when she was coming back and was about to get into the car, she saw 2 red lights behind the car. The same red lights. As soon as he saw those 2 red eyes, all the same things that the people of the city had been saying all day started coming in his mind. This time the thing was standing right in front of him, and it slowly opened its wings and its red eyes started to glow in the dark. Marcella was completely unconscious for a few seconds. After seeing the creature for a few seconds, Marcella got up and went straight to her friend's house and started knocking on the door. Marcella entered. She quickly closed the door and began to explain to her friend that what had just happened with her. Marcella's friend quickly called the police and told her the whole thing. At the time she was telling the police the whole story, there was a loud knocking on the door. The police asked Marcella's friend that, "What is going on? How are these voices coming?" Marcella's friend said that the creature is standing at the door and watching us. The police immediately started the car and drove straight to Marcella's friend's house. The police made a thorough investigation of that place, but they did not find anything there. It was December 15th, 1967, and people from Point Pleasant used the same bridge to get to Ohio. It was a daily routine for the people of Point Pleasant to cross this bridge in the morning to go to Ohio for work and return at night crossing the same bridge. The bridge was very crowded that day. The reason for this was that the people who had come earlier had stopped their car in front of the bridge and were not crossing the bridge because they had seen the Mothman on top of the bridge, and so they were afraid of crossing the bridge. At the same time, many people also called the police saying that there was a Mothman standing in front of us. But by the time the police arrived, it was too late because there was a lot of rush behind and people were honking their horns. Therefore, there was pressure on the forwards, and they also started their vehicles and drove continuously on the bridge. But as soon as all these vehicles came between the bridge broke from the middle and all these vehicles fell into the Ohio River. Now, it cannot be a coincidence that Mothman was sitting above and this bridge broke at the same time. But still, some people will reject them, saying that these are just stories and that the bridge collapsed due to such overload. What do you guys think about this? Please tell me in the comments. This time I made a little video in a different style and made it a little shorter. So please tell me in the comments. If you are my subscriber, then well and good. And if you are not, then also you can subscribe to my channel if you guys like this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, ta-ta, bye-bye, and stay happy.